Tarragon, and welcome to the stream. I actually am, yes, I actually am just a little bit late because I didn't realize I had forgotten to set the category on the stream for today. Today we're playing Surviving Mars. This is going to be rather fun. Last week when we were playing, we actually had put out a ranch and I was doing some math on the animals that were in it for food purposes, and I've got some facts and figures on that for a little later today. Right now, it is absolutely gorgeous outside. I have just gotten back a little while ago from my walk with our dog, and it was so absolutely beautiful out. The temperatures were in the high 60s. The humidity was low. What an absolutely delightful, delightful morning. Unfortunately, that does also have the added complication that I had to bring my banana plants in last night. Don't need them getting down into the low temperatures. That would kill them. And now I have to spend this weekend getting my greenhouse all reset up for my citrus plants because God knows I have no room in my kitchen for five trees. The 2 banana plants already take up a huge portion of the kitchen floor. It's kind of funny because for the last 2 years the orange tree and the lemon tree have been in the kitchen during the wintertime, and they don't seem to take up half the room that the banana plants do. This year, they probably would. That lemon tree has gotten really, really wide over the summer. I am just absolutely thrilled with them. I think they're going to do really well in the greenhouse, though. We're going to get it up closer to the house so that we can run a heater out to keep it warm during the night times. Our temperatures don't get too low, but they do get low enough. And I do want my trees to just survive. So anyway, it is a beautiful Thursday. We have 4 days now until New World comes out. So next week our schedule is going to be a little bit different than it has been in the past. Next week we're going to be streaming Patron, which is our normally our Tuesday 8 o'clock stream at 8 o'clock on Monday night. What's wrong with my mic volumes? And let me change this so I can see. Oh, my mic volume is low? That's strange. It doesn't seem to be low on my end. Huh. Let me see. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. How's that? That better? Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. And what was I saying? Next week. Next week, we're going to be playing Patron on Monday night rather than Tuesday night because Tuesday is when New World comes out. So Tuesday, we will not have an afternoon stream. Our stream will be from 7 to midnight. Or, wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused right at the moment. Now, Elsinore, you've just blown everything out of my head. Tuesday, we will be streaming New World from 1 o'clock to midnight. That's going to be a very long stream for us, but it's the first day it's out, and we are going to take advantage of it. After that, we will be playing New World on Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night from 7 to midnight, and Saturday night from 8 to midnight, and then again on Sunday night from 7 to midnight. After that, we will be playing New World on Monday nights at 7 to midnight. And that's going to be where we're going to... it was in part on my end. Okay. Okay, well, if it was in part on your end, that's fine, but I can hear myself better, and that's important to me. So, but anyhow, yeah, we really need to work on this communication thing a little bit better and get these things set up before the stream starts. So, yeah, we're going to be adding Monday nights. We'll be adding New World on Monday nights at 7 to midnight. And I will probably be dropping the Tuesday afternoon stream, simply because that will still give us 6 streams each week. So anyway, we had an absolutely wonderful stream on Tuesday night. We got our second raid, only our second raid, but still it was absolutely unreal. I was not expecting it. Captain Richard, who does a lot of space-themed games, came in with 199 of his people, which was really exciting. I was, to be honest, quite overwhelmed because, as I said, it was only the second raid we've ever had, and I was not really expecting it. But yeah, that was something else. I was really, really pleased about it and grateful for his kindness in coming over to see us. So, oh gosh, I am just, you'll have to forgive me. I'm kind of totally bumfuddled right at the moment still from all of that. And looking forward to next week. So, yeah, New World next week. In November, don't forget, Farming Simulator 22 comes out, and we will be playing that. We are probably going to drop one night of Farming Simulator 19 to put that in. Or we may just totally do away with Farming Simulator 19 altogether. We'll have to see how that goes. I have an idea that I want to do for Farming Simulator 19 right now, and that is I want to do an antique farm. Just do a small series on that. A person who has just gotten this farm and has no real equipment, no real idea what she's doing, but she is going to try to make a success of a small farm with antique equipment. So that's going to be an interesting and hopefully fun idea. We'll have to see how that goes. So anyway, just because I am really kind of off the beaten trail today, let's go ahead and get into our Surviving Mars game and see where we go today. Now, when we left last week, and you will have to forgive me, I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing what the heck I am doing today. There we go. When we left last week, we had pretty much gotten a lot of the research done that we needed for below grounds. We're moving into getting some research done so that we can go to the asteroids that we need to gather the exotic minerals so that we can actually build below ground. Right now we have Oregon Trail is one of our ships, and she is ready to go back to Earth, it looks like, fully loaded with rare metals for export. For some reason, I thought I had turned off allowing all our ships to export rare metals. And I think I'm going to do that because we're going to need those eventually on Mars itself. Perseverance is one of our passenger rockets. She's coming to Mars. She's 62% of the journey done. She's bringing us 12 new passengers. We do need new people. That was part of our issue. We were trying to get new colonists on board because we were really getting short on things. And we've built 3 domes or 2 domes, and we have got to get some more colonists up there to fill all the positions that we need, that we have open and need filled. Now, if we look at our research tree, right now we are almost done with battery optimization. We've got advanced Martian engines lined up, micro-G landers. That's going to let us go to asteroids. And so we will... Okay, Alcinor Mubot needs to learn to spell, but we'll fix that. Okay, we've got micro-G landers lined up. That's going to let us go to the asteroids where we're going to get those rare exotic minerals so that we can actually do something underground other than just try to explore and not get anywhere because of blocks of cave-ins. That's the word. That's it. We've got automated storage lined up, which is really necessary when you are bringing in the number of materials that we are gathering up. And we have Martian education, which will let our Martian-borns, yes, we did it. We have Martian-born people. We got the first baby born on Mars in our colony. That will let them actually specialize into fields and will help us cut down on the need to bring up engineers and botanists and geologists and all that. We will actually be able to have homegrown specialists on Mars. All right. Looking at other things, and there is our research on battery optimization complete. So now we get to set up the next step in our research queue. Yay. I'm still looking at some of the other things that we need. Now, because we are looking at going to asteroids, we do need to research the recon and expansion tree a lot more thoroughly. But at the same time, we need to get our people doing well, so we need to research social. And we still have a lot of physics to go, a lot of physics research to do. Robotics, there's a lot we can do there. Engineering, biotech. We haven't done much biotech other than the low G fungi. We could do the water reclamation, which would give us a new spire building, but we're not building big enough domes yet. We haven't gotten to the point where we can actually research the large domes that we need for that, which is kind of why we're having to build multiple domes right now rather than wait till later. Terraforming we haven't even touched. Terraforming is going to be a big thing in this particular playthrough, but till we can get more people, it's really going to be a little bit difficult to jump into. Once I get automated storage done, I may go ahead and start terraforming, since the first thing in the line in the tree is Martian vegetation, which will let us start bringing up seeds. We'll actually have somewhere to store them. And then we can start heating the planet up, getting water, adjusting the soil, and building our first forestation plant. So that's pretty much the goals of what we're planning on doing this starting out with this game. All right, so right now, looking at social, I still don't want to do the Mars crowdfunding. It's a one-time research. It gives us $1 billion in funding, $1,000 million, so $1 billion in funding. But that doesn't go very far. We really need to be where the planet is pretty much self-sufficient in electronics and machine parts and polymers before we do that. That will be good when we do decide to start doing terraforming. Another one, the Earth-Mars Initiative. I thought Somehow I keep thinking I've already put this in for research. This increases research provided by our sponsors by 100 research points. And I keep thinking I've already put it in to be researched. And yet, apparently I don't. This is another one that's a one-time research thing. And getting it done, yeah, it would give us another 100 points and all, but what I really want to do is get to where we have ones that we can research over and over and build our funding that way. But this time I'm going to make sure that this is the one I actually am putting in, Earth Mars Initiative, so that we get that one out of our way. Okay. All right, so now we've got our research set up. We have 10 sectors ready to be scanned. We do have a lot of anomalies that we need to find out about, but to do that, we really have to build a tunnel up to the top of this mesa. And this one here, there's a research point up here. Yeah, that's a research point, not an anomaly. So, yeah, getting up on top of these mesas is going to be good. But right now, we can still build down in the valley. I think what I'm going to do, though, today is go ahead and set up a tunnel up to the top of this mesa right here. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it onto the main screen. There we go. Okay. Where is my picture? All right. And somehow I have gotten this all screwed up. There we go. So. All right. There we go. Now I have you. I am so sorry for that. Yes, I am a professional and I need time to make mistakes. Unfortunately. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, we've got a lot of spots up here with anomalies that we need to research. So I'm probably going to go ahead and build a tunnel today and get those being done so that our planet, our colony can continue to grow properly. All right, so let's see. We have Discovery. She is still flying to her special project, Launch the SETI satellite. The time remaining on that is 2 sols, 10 hours. So we've got a little bit of time on that. We have, it looks like, 29 people in our first dome, 24 in our second. And pretty much that's where we are right now. So let's go ahead and, hey Avernus, glad to see you today. Let's go ahead and go down and check out our domes and our ships. And Perseverance is almost to Mars. So that's good. We'll be able to land that and get more people working. So let's go ahead and take a look at our colony and see how things are going down here. All right, Oregon Trail is still unloading those rare metals. 6 to go, and hopefully she'll be done before Perseverance gets there. Trust is refueling and still unloading food. Food is a big thing in this game. We have, as you can see, we have two food depots just kind of shoved out here because we have really nowhere else to put them right now. Once we get automated storage, that's going to be really helpful. Automated storage puts a lot of resources into your grasp. So let's look at our people and see how we are doing with them. And right now we have nobody unemployed, but we do have 12 vacant work slots. So let's take a look at that. and look at our buildings. This apartment building is fully occupied. So we do have room for another apartment building. Fully staffed medical infirmary. Fully staffed grocery. Fully staffed small space bar. Let's look at our other dome, our first dome, and see how people are going here. Oh, and we found a new anomaly. All right. So this particular building only has 2 people in it. Fully staffed, fully staffed, fully staffed. We still need one scientist. I know I have enough scientists on Mars. 1 botanist working in our hydroponic farm. Oh, we have people in the amphitheater just taking a break. This apartment building has is full to capacity. 3 people in school and 3 Martian-born children. Okay. So, all right. We have Perseverance is ready to land and Oregon Trail is ready to take off. So we'll go ahead and send Oregon Trail back to Earth. And after she leaves, we'll be able to land Perseverance with no problem. And there she goes. I love watching these ships take off. It's just so pretty. And once she is fully out of the way, no, we still have blocking objects. Waiting on them to get out of the way. Still blocking. All right, who is on my landing pad? It's probably because Oregon Trail hasn't quite gotten out of the atmosphere yet. Yeah, Oregon Trail is still taking off according to this. Trust is almost done, is almost empty. Still has a lot to go of refueling to go. All right, so Oregon Trail is now 1% of the way back to Earth, and Perseverance can land with her people. If I remember correctly, Perseverance has a lot of botanists on board, which is going to come in handy to get everything really staffed. Like our fungal farm out here, which still needs 4 people. And so that's what, 6 botanists we need? Yeah, 6 botanists, because the farms only ever use 1 person or 1 shift for the 3. So that's not too bad. Talking about the ranch, I went through and let me grab my notes here. I went through and I calculated out the animals that you can have, and they tell us what each animal needs, which how much food each species provides, how much water they need, how much oxygen, how much time, and the optimal amount of food that they give out. And if you look at it, goats, which are what we have producing right now, and our colonists have arrived. Goats take 1.5 water and 2 oxygen to give out 90 food units, and it takes 6 souls. Well, when you calculate that out, it costs 0.06 water per goat and 1 oxygen for every 45 units of food you get. And I'm just assuming that a unit of food is basically 1 goat for simplicity's sake. All right, so 1 oxygen and 0.016 water per goat. 1 oxygen for pigs, it is... Oh, goodness. Let me get back to that. Pigs take 4 water and 2.5 oxygen to make 100 units of food. So you're looking at 1 oxygen and 0.025 units of water for, 1 oxygen for 40 pigs, 0.025 water for each pig. And when you do the math, your best outcome is if you grow cows. Honestly is. Because cows, it takes 1 water for 100 cows, which is 0.01 water per day. They actually use the least water of the 4 types of animals. They use a little more oxygen. They use 1.5 oxygen for every 100 cows. And they do 25 cows per soul. So, yeah, cattle are actually the best thing to grow. So, since we haven't gotten there yet, I'm going to adjust and just start growing cows. They use a little more oxygen, or they use a little more water, they use a little less oxygen, or the other way around, but they produce the most food for what you're using. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grow cows from here on out. All right, so with that group of 12 people, we have 1 unemployed person and 1 vacant job slot. So let's take a look and see. In our outside ranch, these are non-specialized people, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no specialization. Everybody is unspecialized, which is great. We have a full staff of botanists in our fungal farm. So that's a lot more food. Our hydroponics farm should be fully staffed. Yes. How are we doing? We're still short 1 scientist. That's really got me concerned, and it makes me wonder where our remaining scientist that I had has gone. All right, we have 14 out of 24 people living in that apartment building. Where is that last scientist? I know I had plenty of scientists. Let's see, who is our unemployed person? And let me see. There are slight problems with, Joanna Fisher is a non-specialized adult. Okay, so apparently I don't have enough scientists. I have to bring up another scientist from Earth. And wait a minute, did I have... No, I do not have my Martian University because we have not finished researching it. That's right. All right, so poor Miss Fisher is without a job, but that's not actually going to be too much of a problem because we can now actually go ahead and put in some services that don't require specialization. The next group of colonists we bring up, we're going to be bringing up engineers because we do want to start making our own electronics and machine parts and polymers, and those all require engineers. So we'll actually end up with a dome that is nothing but pretty darn quickly. Right now, let's go ahead. Oh, we did get our TV workshop done. And let's see, a vocation building dedicated to the creation of TV reality show for the Earth folks. Workers receive comfort and morale boost and count toward the workshop milestone, generates funding and consumes electronics. And let's go, that's going to be really cool. We're going to go ahead and build our first TV station on Mars. And I want to turn it around and see just exactly. All right, so it's pretty much the same all the way around. So we'll go ahead and we will stick this baby right here. So that we have something absolutely new in our on our planet. I have never had a TV station before on my planet. I am really excited to see how this goes. So, this is going to be interesting. And let's see, it takes to build 16 concrete and 10 electronics. A good thing we bought so many. But yeah, we're definitely going to need to bring up some engineers and get a whole new dome. We're going to have to get a whole new dome for them because we want to focus our electronics and machine parts factories in a separate dome. For me, that just seems to work out better. I like building pretty cities, and that will help a lot. While that is going on, though, I do want to scroll over to our mesa over here. And let's just get that out of our way. There. All right, I do want to scroll over to our mesa over here because we do have all these anomalies to look at. And we are going to go ahead and build a tunnel. And advanced Martian engines has just been finished. So we're going to need to do that too. But we are going to build a tunnel up onto this mesa so that we have the ability to expand upward as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to find a good spot for our tunnel. Right about here looks like it's going to be the most even spot. Let's see how that is in relation to the rest of our colony. A little bit far off, but it should work. So there, we'll build the entrance there. And then up top, we'll build the exit. Yeah, it's kind of lined up. It doesn't, the neat thing about the tunnels is they don't actually have to line up. I could put it, like way over here as well, but no, I like to keep them kind of in line. And one of the things I've noticed, there is actually space. Oh, we do need to move this one just a bit because we don't want to take up this particular area. We want to be able to put an elevator there down into the center under the crust. So let's go ahead and we will put this one. Oh, let's just line it up here so that they come out and then they can go into the elevator. It's a little far. It's far from a working drone commander, but I'm going to move one closer. And that will help. All right, so where is there? All right, now why is there? And there is, and I don't know why that was happening, but there. Okay, so that's got that lined up. Now we can get one of our drone commanders. Trust is ready to leave. So there she goes off. Find our working drone commanders. RC Commander 2. And we will just send her over here. Yes, okay. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our research and get the next thing, not resupply. Oh my goodness. Let's look at our research and let's go ahead and line up the next part of our research. Having autonomous sensors would be good, because they don't require power or maintenance. And yeah, we really do need to put some of those out. So I'm going to throw that into the mix next. And that will give us our research lined up. And let's go ahead and look at our scanning while we're here. And line up the next sector to be scanned. There we go. So that's all set up now. Not pause. Darn. Okay.
Today was a tough one. We lost one of our founders.
We will all have our own special memories of the mark Paranaz Amin left in our hearts and in our lives. I'm certain that Paranaz Amin would have wanted us all to be here today, filled not with grief but with strength, vision, and hope for the future. This is what Paranaz Amin lived for, and doing otherwise would make this cause pointless. We are all here today not only because Paranaz Amin laid down the foundations of our colony. We were all personally touched and inspired by their strong character, personality, and presence. We were all very lucky to have had Paranaz Amin beside us in both good and bad moments, and as much as we'll be missing our comrade, their memory will live on as long as we remain united. Hint, the founder Paranaz Amin passed away due to old age. So, rest in peace, friend. So now we are short a colonist. We're definitely going to have to get some more colonists up. We don't want to be losing people this early. That's not enough. You know, we still have an issue of, well, we have 12 vacant work slots. Why do I still have 12 vacant work slots? I haven't put anything else in. Let me see where those vacant work slots are. All right. So, got my 2 domes. Okay. Oh, the TV station. That's it. Okay. So apparently the TV station uses a lot of people, and we only have 1 free worker. Okay. So let's see. Show progress. TV show progress per soul. Lifetime production. A vocation building dedicated to the creation of TV reality shows. Okay. And it takes 3, 6, 9, 12 people per shift. So that's 36 people overall. And does it need specialized people? No restrictions. And yeah, no restrictions on the workforce. All right. So if we build another apartment building, we can bring up a whole shift of people to work in our television field. And that will be really good, especially when it comes time to start getting tourists up. Oh, we have 4 children now and 4 in school. Lovely. That's great. And we are short 1 scientist still. And I'm just looking to see where where our dead founder worked. So apparently, no idea. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and see how is Perseverance doing. She's still unloading, but we can go ahead and get our next shipload of people up. And quite honestly, we need 2 more shiploads because we need 12 engineers and then we need 12 unspecialized. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to filter out based on specialization. And since we have the TV station that needs people, Let's go ahead and start with the no specializations. That way, by the time they get there, their apartment building will be built. They have jobs lined up. And then we can start working on our next dome, get our factories into production and get them being built, and then we can start bringing up engineers. And we definitely are going to need engineers. We do need that one scientist, but right now I think we'll just worry about the no specialization people so that they can get to work on making TV shows, keeping our people even happier. All right, so let's see. And I've got this pretty much filtered so that they don't have any bad traits. If we run into any alcoholics or melancholics or, loners, we'll probably leave them out. They don't do really well, and we really don't want to get them too set right now. Not till I can get the hospital spire that allows them to work on their bad traits. All right, so we'll take Savannah, and we have 2 Savannahs. How lovely. And Savannah, she's religious and vegan. Don't worry, they'll tell you. Pihudara, she's a workaholic. Individual performance is increased by 20. No penalty for heavy workloads. Yeah, we'll take her. Gideon Garrison, he's religious, a hypochondriac. I don't mind hypochondriacs. We have plenty of medical facilities. Gia Chakrabarti, survivor, vegan, has decreased comfort when living near a ranch. Good thing the ranch is on the other side of the colony. He won't have to deal with that. Jesse Lincoln, a workaholic and a melancholic. And yeah, melancholics have increased performance penalty when at low morale. With as many non-specialized applicants as we have, we can afford not to take him. Adrian Lang, sexy and fit, greatly increased birth rate. That's always good when you're building a colony. Avi Bakshi, no, he's a melancholic. Vedika Lal, party animal and religious. Yes, we'll take her. Vivan Anand, no, melancholic. Okay, Jerome Antoine is a nerd and religious. Gains a temporary morale boost every time a new technology is researched. Abdul Lagrari is religious. Yeah, okay. So that gives us 9 out of 10. We need to pick 3 more. And we'll take Curtis. He looks good. And Peter and Daming Tang. All right, so that gives us 12 new people coming up. Let's go ahead and build our new apartment building for our new colonists that are on their way. All right, so let's go down and find our apartment buildings. Homes, educations, and research. And let's build this one. Yeah, I'm going to build this one next to the TV station. I still want to keep this one particular area clean so that we can actually expand our domes out into this area over here. So, now let's see. I do like these apartment buildings. I have to say that as much as I personally prefer having a lot of space around me and not having a lot of close neighbors, when you're looking at doing things in a colony on a planet that you have to be in a dome for, you're not going to get that kind of freedom anyway. So, all right. And in the meantime, we have 2 buildings not working, our concrete extractor and our power accumulator. This one is still waiting to be built. It still needs polymers. Needs 1 polymer. Am I out of polymers? How am I out of polymers? I could have sworn I'm out of polymers. Oh, goodness. I wonder, Let's take a look at how Europe is doing and see if it would be worth trying to contact them and set up a trade route. And let's see, they have 75 polymers. We're just going to have to send to Earth for them, unfortunately. It's going to cost us a lot. We could have at least traded something for the polymers from Europe, but they don't have enough either, so now it's time for resupply. Yay! Alright, supply pod or rocket? Oh, let's go ahead and take a supply pod, and since all we're going to do is get polymers anyway. Oh, I have 18 of them. Why do I not have? Okay. You know, we're going to go ahead and just get a supply of polymers up. I think I should have some... I think I should have some factories already lined up. And we're going to look at our production line. Ah, no, I don't. So I do need to get a ship with some factories up, because I am going to be bringing up engineers in the next run. All right, so a polymer factory, an electronics factory, and a machine parts factory. That should be good. Okay. And let's go ahead and order that supply ship. Oh, I have no... All my rockets are on the planet. How about that? Or on their way to the planet. So we have... Let's get out of that menu. Oregon Trail is on her way with 12 people. Trust is on her way back to Earth. She's 42% of the way there. Perseverance is still on the planet, and Discovery should be on her way back. She's only got 12 hours remaining on her mission. So we're kind of stuck at the moment waiting on those polymers for the accumulator. And what was the other building not working? And why are you not working? Ah, full. Storage space is full, so we need to send a transport over there to pick up resources. So let's just go ahead and send that one on a research or on a resource gathering. There we go. And then she can bring those concrete blocks. Where? There you are, you lovely little devil, you. And we'll just have her bring the concrete blocks back here. There. And that will get them unloading over here. So now that I've got that all going, welcome everybody who is here to the stream today. I am sorry, I get a little bit wrapped up in this particular game, and there's just something about surviving Mars that tickles my fancy extremely. All right, and now while we're waiting on those, I would like to know, where are those polymers that we have apparently... Oops, no, do not load resources. No, no, no. You were supposed to be going... Let's see where she is going. Is being a thing like... Yes, okay, so that one is still going where I want her to go. Good. All right, where are those polymers? Because they... Oh, I bet I know. Nope, there they are. There's polymers right there. All right, so we need to find an empty transport. And we'll just bring this little lovely lady over to pick up the polymers. And then transport them over to the domes.
Sector scanned.
Oh, and we found 2 new anomalies. We do have 3 anomalies we have to search for, don't we? And there, we'll unload those there. So let's take a look and see what's going on that way. All right, so there are 2 anomalies up this way. Oh, good grief. Where are my explorers? There's one. And we will send her to scan that particular anomaly. We're still waiting on the area up here for our tunnels to be done. So we need to check on that too. Yeah, we'll scan out of that for a moment. All right. There's one. Where's the other? And there. Okay. So we can actually look at that particular explorer. Nope, nope, nope. You're not the one I'm looking for. You are. There you are, you lovely little thing. And boy, that one is a long way away. Ah, so I can actually send a different explorer to that other anomaly. Ha ha. Now if I can remember where it was. Oh, goodness. That's that one. That's that. Okay, so there. That's the one I want number 4 to go to. There we go. So that's got them going. I do want to go and check underground and see what's going on down there. If I remember, yeah, we've got to get to the asteroids because we're kind of stuck down here till we can get through these rock falls. Unfortunately, they have us kind of really limited in where we can go. So let's go ahead and flip back up to the top of the planet.
Sector scanned.
Just in time to find another sector scanned, and we do have our shipload of polymers here now. So let's go head over toward our domes, and now we can land the supply pod. There we go. And while that's landing, let's see how our dome is doing, how our tunnels are doing. And there is no work going on. Why is there no work going on? They need materials. All right, what do they need to start? Concrete, metals, and machine parts. So let's grab a transport. And we will just send her over here to grab concrete. And deliver it there. And once she's got the concrete over, we'll go ahead and send her back to get machine parts and electronics. And let's go ahead and salvage that supply pod.
Milestone achieved.
Oh, and we've gotten our milestone. We have completed a special project. Yay. And that got us quite a bit of stuff too. All right, so SETI message. Our very own SETI satellite has been delivered and launched into Martian orbit. It is now operational and will contribute towards the decades-old mission of finding signs of intelligent life elsewhere in the galaxy. Okay. All right, so we have a transportation problem, a heavy drone load. Yeah, we're going to need more drones too. We only have 43. Really should have probably 80 or so. So we'll let those ones work right now. Let's check on Perseverance. She's almost unloaded. Yeah, we need another food depot until we can get those automated storages fixed. All right, that's coming up. Pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space because there's bugger all down here on Earth. Many flames. I don't know if I disagree with you or not. I gotta say that. I've met a lot of intelligent people, and then I've met a lot of people I look at and go, and they let you out of school. Why? Okay. So we're almost done with micro-G landers. That's going to be really fun. That's going to let us get up onto the asteroids. The next step in our exploration below the surface. All right. So we've got our wonderful apartment building being completed. Oregon Trail is 82% of the way here with passengers, and it's not done yet. Ooh, that's not good. Come on, people. You got to get the stuff working. And I should have an empty transport. Do I? What's 5 doing? 5 is on transport route. 4 is idle. Okay, we're going to use 4 to move these polymers out of these materials out of the way. And we're just going to have her come over here. And, oh, this is where it's going to get really, really tricky. So, no, we cannot have her on a transport route. All right, 4, you're going to come over here and load the polymers and get them off the landing pad. She's gotten dirty. Look at that. Look at all that dirt. You got to imagine how bad the wind is on Mars. We'll let her get those loaded, and then we will worry about getting the metals from the salvage that we did. All right, and I think rather than send those to the storage depot there, I'm going to bring them over here to a storage depot if I have one. No? Okay. All right. That's right. I wanted to actually build storage depots over this way. So let's see. Can we get her to load these resources as well? Ah, yes. Good. And that will get them all out of the way, and we can just bring them over, all those resources over, and drop them off at the depots over here. All right, and have her unload over there. There. And now we can land our ship. There we go. Oh, and we have some messages. Yay. All right, first asteroid view message. Commander, our scientists have detected an asteroid that will pass close by Mars. They have provided us with a time window in which it would be possible to travel to and from the asteroid. Asteroids are a rich source of exotic materials or exotic minerals we cannot obtain here on Mars. We should take this opportunity to harvest these resources and to take our first steps into mining asteroids. We will need an asteroid lander in order to visit the asteroid. We can order them from Earth, similar to other rockets. We already have just a single micro-G auto extractor prefab, but we can order more from Earth if we wish. Okay? So that's one of the things that we're actually looking at researching so that we can continue to do those. Our anomaly is analyzed. It gained us 1,250 research points. And Zovinar BL4, view message. Zovinar BL4, a C-type asteroid. Okay, C-type asteroids are the most common of all. They mostly contain exotic minerals, rare metals, water, and sometimes polymers. Ooh. All right, we can plan a visit, do a detailed scan. I wonder if they will find an astropub on it. Probably not. We haven't been there to build one yet. Okay. Planned visit, detailed scan costs 20 electronics stored in recon centers. And close. Let's go ahead and we will plan a visit. We don't have everything researched yet that we need to research. So there we go. And let's see. No dapper waistcoat. No dapper waistcoats. So that must be the asteroid. Let's go ahead and can we we can visit it. What are we going to need to visit it? Select rocket. Available rockets on Earth 1. All right. So we will select the rocket and prepare. So let's see. I have a ship ready to land. All right. That's the ship that is actually landing right now. How about that? And Discovery is ready to land as well. Payload, nothing. Okay, so Discovery can land back on her landing pad way over here, which is kept simply for her. Oh, I actually landed Discovery on the wrong landing pad. Oh no. All right. I do too know who the Astropub is. I've seen you watch them often enough. But we still have to build on it before there is anything there for them to visit. Okay, so. All right, now I am sitting here. We have research complete. Micro G landers. And that opened up low G tunnel supports. Recon and expansion, building, support strut, reduce the risk of cave-ins. Even with all our technology and the inventions that make modern life so much easier than it once was, it takes just one big natural disaster to wipe all that away and remind us that, here on Earth, we're still at the mercy of nature. Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right, Micro-G vehicles enables RC rovers to travel to and move on asteroids. On asteroids, even the simple act of moving around is riddled with challenges. Underground dome construction. I'm not ready to research that because I don't have the materials. Okay. And Recon Center works toward discovering new asteroids and other discoveries. Scientists normally like to do experiments. You know, they like to mix this with that and see what happens. They like to take this thing and poke it and see how it reacts. In astronomy, we can't do that. The stars, the planets, the galaxies are so far away that we just look at them and we have to learn things by looking at them. Heidi Hamill. I'm going to go ahead and throw that into our research. That'll be good because we're going to need that for everything we do with the asteroids. Now, please remember, Below and Beyond is a new DLC, and I have only been playing it on this stream, so I have no idea how we are supposed to get a ship from Earth to these asteroids. That's going to be interesting. All right. Oh, there's something going on below ground. We have an underground Mars shake. Check to view cave-ins. So there was a cave-in back here, way out of our view. Lovely. Okay. So not too big a problem for us yet. And we can just pretty much ignore it at the moment. All right. I guess I have to really just... Where is that, though? Seriously. Let me look. Ugh. All right, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It can go away for right now.
Colonists have arrived.
So we have our new colonists. And they will go to work in our television station. And the building isn't done. Their housing isn't complete yet. What is going on? There are polymers there now. You should be building. Oh, you silly drones. I'm going to have to get some more drones up. That is all there is to it. Alright, do I have any resupply ships on Earth? I can get a new asteroid lander. Supply pod. I need drones. Drones are important. I can get 8 more. That's not too bad. And launch that. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and order an asteroid lander. We have the money for it. We have $13 billion. They only cost $1.5 million. So yes, we will order an RC. We will order a lander and get ourselves a little bit ahead of the game while we're waiting. I feel sorry for these people. They have nowhere to live yet. I do need to put out another food depot too. So let's go and storages. And did I get those researched yet? Nope, not yet. That must be what we are currently researching, not Universal Depot. Dingbat. Alright, anybody who thinks the streamer is a dingbat, raise your hand. I'm raising mine. Haha. Okay. And rotate that since I want it to be lined up with that one. There we go.
Anomaly analyzed.
Alright, new techs are available for research.
There's more to the barren environs of the red.
Thank you, Elsinore. I appreciate the approval.
A veritable treasure trove
Or the agreement.
of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Even the tiniest, simple-looking rock can contain the answers to mysteries which perplexed the human mind for generations. Sometimes it takes just a simple discovery to assure us of the vastness of the universe, an encouragement to make us look beyond the boundaries of our existence and into the future. The effect is the following techs have been revealed in the research screen: magnetic filtering and soil adaptation. Ooh! Ooh! We need that for terraforming. Yay! Alright, so we are 29% of the way through automated storage. We just got... Where's terraforming? Soil adaptation? Where's soil adaptation? It's not in that? It's not in... Oh, it's in the farming one. In the biotech field. So, soil adaptation gives us the farm, which produces food, large and dumb building, which is more work efficient and requires no power. They say once you grow crops somewhere, you've officially colonized it. Andy Ware, the Martian. I've actually got to see that movie, you know? I've been hearing about it for a while and just have never taken the opportunity to watch it. I really do need to watch that one. So we've got a way before we have to worry about any more research. We do need to check our scanning, though, and see how that's going. Yeah, let's go ahead and add another sector to be scanned. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and check how our tunnel is going so that we can get up on top of that mesa. I can't wait for those new drones to get there. They're going to be so helpful. All right.
Sector scanned.
All right, so we do need 20 metals and 30 machine parts. We're going to have plenty of concrete over here in a minute, so yeah, we're going to cancel this particular route as soon as that one is done unloading, and go ahead and get our machine parts and our electronics over. We'll just keep a little bit of a watch on it for the moment. How are our ships coming? Oregon Trail is refueled, still unloading food. Discovery is refueling. And Perseverance is still unloading food. I did put a new food depot out, so that shouldn't take too long now. All right. So let's cancel your route. And go ahead and have you... There we go. Ah, they're here. Our new drones are here. Yes. All right, so we're going to have it load... resources. It needs... That's concrete. That is electronics. And that we'll have to wait for that to finish there. All right, so get out of that. Why do I have an electronics hub right there? And I have a machine not working. Okay. Time to do a little bit of cleanup there. Pause the game for a moment. We will clean up the supply pod. That should give me quite a few drones. Oh no, I think our supply pod crashed. And the concrete extractor is not working because it is full again. All right. Transport. You come and you load concrete. And you unload concrete. There we go. All right. Now, let me take a look. Ah, no, our drone supply pod is on its way. And our cargo rocket is on its way with no cargo. Why do I have a cargo rocket with no cargo coming? Oh, that's Curiosity. All right. So just going through our rockets and seeing who is ready to go back to Earth. Oregon Trail is. Still has resources on board. Launch anyway. We have plenty of food. There. Come on. Why are you not launching? Oh, because I have it paused. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and forget what I'm doing. All right, so there goes Oregon Trail on her way back to Earth. Perseverance still has 20 food on board. She can go back to Earth. And Discovery is still refueling. Not worried about her right now. So let's see. Curiosity is ready to land. Waiting on things to get out of her way. And there are still blocking objects. What is in her way? Ah, a little drone. Come on, little fella, you need to move. So we'll just send it over to recharge itself. There. Now we can land our rocket. There. Okay. So that gives us a rocket that we can send off on research missions while everybody else works. Haha. Still bringing concrete? You're not supposed to be bringing concrete. All right, so we're going to say nope. And you can take your concrete. Oh, what the heck. It needs to go over this way anyway. So unload. There, over here. All right. Asteroid landers can be sent to asteroids by using the Visit Asteroid action or through the planetary view. Once an asteroid lander and destination have been selected, cargo can be requested. Drones will load the requested cargo onto the asteroid lander. Once everything is loaded and the rocket is fueled up, it will launch automatically. Plan your land out carefully based on what is present on the asteroid. And keep in mind, asteroid landers need to be refueled on the asteroid. All right, so we're going to have to really be very careful when we send that asteroid lander up to the first asteroid. And now we have drones about to land on the planet, thanks to that supply rocket, or supply pod. Yay. All right. And I do need to go ahead and get other supplies over to that sector, to that tunnel. All right, so this little guy is not doing anything. Let me check. And this is why I use pause a lot, so that I can actually look and see what I have where. Do I have electronics over here? Yes. Do I have machine parts? I don't know. I hope Standard Oil gets there first. Need an SO to get back. All right, so that's metals, I think. Yes, that's metals. So no, I need to get electronics. There we go. So 3 is idle. She can come over and load some resources. Let's go ahead and salvage that. I love supply routes much better than actually having to sit and keep on top of each individual thing. We have 61. There's our metals. There is our machine parts that we need. It is much, much easier when you don't have to just sit and do it individually, when you can say, okay, I need you to do this, and then you can go over here and drop things by doing a supply route. However, doing a supply route also ends up with a lot of materials just getting moved back and forth, which is why I want those automated supply depots, because then I can have one centralized location for storage, and it'll actually make it much easier to figure out where I'm sending things than having to say, okay, is this supply depot over here? Is it over here? Where is it? And I really do want to get up on top of that mesa so I can get an elevator going down into that next hole in the crust. All right, so on her way to Earth, Discovery is sitting there refueling. Oregon Trail is on her way to Earth. And Curiosity is just sitting there refueling 2. All right, so pretty soon we'll actually be able to send somebody off on another mission. Need to go ahead and salvage that one. Why can we not salvage it? There we go. It is not being salvaged for some... Oh, because the game is paused. Tara, think what you're doing. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now to find those 2 RC transports that are being loaded. That one is still loading. That one, it should be unloading concrete. Loading electronics. Still has concrete on board. Still has concrete. YR. On a transport route. All right. So if I just keep track of where our electronics one is, and we can have 3 unload over here. There. And then I can send 3 back to pick up machine parts. I hate having my city spread out this much on this. And there we go. Our housing is finally being built. So our people will actually have somewhere to live. Good, because we have a full section of TV shift. They are making... They are 27% through their first TV show. Yay. TV show progress per soul, 46.000. Lifetime production, none yet. And research or sector is scanned. So let's look at it the easy way. There we go. All right. Now, how do we get the ship to Sovenar? There are a few things about this game, honestly, as much as I love this game, that irritate me. And one of them is that getting around the planet is a little bit more difficult than you would want. You pretty much have to go through everything, or be very, very careful where you click. Alright. People-wise, we have 2 unemployed looking for work and 1 vacant work slot. Who is unemployed? Alright. No specialization. Could actually open up a second shift. There we go. That gets them all employed. We have 22 vacant residential slots, 4 vacant nursery slots. Lovely. No homeless people. Good. All right. So now it is time to start getting up our engineers and build our next dome, even though this one is not fully planned out, because I do want to get our Martian University, which should be coming up fairly soon. Yes. As soon as automated storage is done, which is at 58%, we get into Martian education, and we can start getting those wonderful, wonderful specialized peoples. Okay. So, I can go ahead... I could go ahead and bring up a whole nother 12 unspecialized people, but I do want to get those engineers up too. So I am going to go ahead and bring a shipload of engineers. We have 87 possible engineers. And Engineer is trained to work in factories. Okay, let's go ahead and apply that. And let's see. Yes, we will take her. Hypochondriacs are fine. They just think they're sick. And our engineers are all really, really pretty good. They're trait-wise. No serious issues at all. Okay. So we don't even have to go through picking any others there. That gets them up. And while we are at it, we do need to go ahead. We cannot bring up any other ships because they are all on Mars. Okay. Not a huge issue. And what building is not working? A Stirling generator. It needs repair. And there's a little drone going to do that right now, it looks like. Oh, nope. So we need to... Cannot find any polymers nearby. Where are you going, little fellow? Okay. So we need to get some polymers over that way to that particular area. So let's just grab a drone and see if we can get a polymer or two. And there are none over here yet. Goodness. I did bring up polymers, didn't I? Somewhere I have 21. Ah, they are way over here. Alright, so what I need to do is grab a transport. That one's on transport route. On transport route. Loading complete. That has loaded 8 machine parts. So we'll go ahead and have it deliver the machine parts over this way. And let's go ahead and grab transport 3, which is empty. And have it grab some of these polymers. There. So yeah, this is why it is so important to have factories and engineers and have them being made on Mars. All right. And I do not want them taking our rare metals back to Earth yet. Not till we can start getting them off of asteroids. So I'm thinking that should... No, we still need... Oh, we need a lot of machine parts and a lot of metals. Okay, so we need metals and machine parts. Why did I think we needed electronics over this way? Alright. Oh, please tell me I got that one before it exploded. Yes, okay, good. And we'll load machine parts. And deliver them there. All right. And now, somewhere in here, we have a transport sitting there doing nothing.
Sector scanned.
And we will have it run metals over to our tunnel. There we go. So that's another sector scanned. Let's go ahead and line up. Actually, we are behind on our scanning. There we go. Get them all lined up. And that should give us enough stuff to get that blasted tunnel built. Okay. We'll scan down. There we go. And if y'all will excuse me for just a second, I need to take a quick pause to move some things around and get some cool air flowing through this room. Okay, yes, Elsinore, you forgot to move the box again. I don't know which is worse, though, the box over the air conditioner vent or the dog radiating the heat next to me. And, of course, as you know, he does not leave me alone. So, anyway, now with that little bit of a break, let's get back to this. And maybe I can actually get my head wrapped around what I'm doing today. This has been a highly unusual day for me with this game. It just seems to it just seems to be one of those things where it's just going off on its own and not really wanting to cooperate in any particular way with me. So let's see, we're still four machine parts short of getting that tunnel done, and unfortunately the tunnel is a very necessary thing to get up there to get those anomalies analyzed. There are little drones bringing some machine parts from somewhere else. 28, they've almost got 30. Okay. Trust is on its way with its payload of passengers. Discovery is just sitting here waiting. And Curiosity is over there waiting. Curiosity is refilled, is requesting cargo. 75,000. Oh, waiting for destination. What in the world is going on with Discovery? Edit payload. Select the payload to bring along to an asteroid. Oh, okay. So let's see what we have that we can send. Prefab buildings. We don't have any yet, really. We have a micro-G auto extractor, a fully automated facility that extracts any type of resource from within asteroids. It extracts from one deposit at a time and moves on to the next one in range when it depletes a deposit. All extractors raise dust, resulting in more frequent maintenance for buildings in the gray area. Now, here is the question I have. Do they come back from the asteroid when you ship things? Let's go ahead and we'll send that. Oops, we only have one. Give me there. So we will send one. And 2 recharge stations. So we'll go ahead and send one of those. And, you know, let's just see what that gets us. All right. We'll send... Let's send 40 fuel. We'll go ahead and send a full 50, no, we'll send 40 fuel, 5 machine parts, 10 polymers, 5 concrete, and 15 metals, and 6 of our 51 drones. Okay, yeah, let's do that, and let's see what actually happens. There we go. This is, oh, okay. Oh, gosh, that does look a lot different. Look at that. Okay, let's pause for a moment so I can show this off. Clear that out of the way. This is what our regular rocket looks like that goes back and forth from Earth to Mars. Nice, sleek, smooth looking kind of rocket. This one has the microlander on top of it. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh, wow. Okay, I am definitely liking this ship. Okay, so we've got that one now waiting for destination. So let's go ahead and... How do we give it a destination? Visit asteroid. Send this rocket to an asteroid. The rocket will depart once it is refueled and its requested payload has arrived. All right. And we are sending it to Sovenar BL4. Oh, no, there we go. Sovenar BL4. So let's go ahead and scan the asteroid. All right, C-type asteroids are the most common of all. The mostly contain exotic minerals, not materials, minerals, rare metals, water, and sometimes polymers. All right, and let's go ahead and visit the asteroid. This is going to be exciting. I really cannot wait to see just what happens. We've got our payload set up. We need 12 passengers. Oh, gee, guess what? We actually have 12 people coming, too. All right, so request. And there we go. So that should be all set up and ready to go. It is loading the requested resources. And It should launch on its own if I read that right. And I'm not worried about which buildings are not working. 2 of our Stirling generators, we'll worry about them in a minute. I really, really do want to see what happens here. Come on, what's the holdup now? Refueled, requested cargo, loading requested content, requested resources. Prefabs are ready, drones ready. The only thing I don't see is where the people are. That's interesting. Okay. So really, it's not going to matter too much if we do have people that don't have jobs on Mars, because they can always go up to the asteroids. Definitely need to move some polymers over that way. And that was the other thing I did want to get off of Earth, is some more polymers. Still waiting to be refueled. Let's see how our... Yes, we do have a spare cargo ship. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and order a machine parts factory, an electronics factory, and a polymer factory. Okay. One of the things, they offer you in this game the option of a machine parts factory or a small machine parts factory, an electronics factory or a small electronics factory. I have played with both, and while the machine parts factory and the electronics factory take more workers than the small ones do, the small ones just cannot seem to keep up with the demand that we have on Mars for these particular items. So our first ones are going to be large ones. And let's go ahead, while we have this ship that we are bringing up with an 80,000 kilogram payload, and the ones we're bringing up only take 30,000 kilograms of it. Let's go ahead and bring up a couple of micro-G water extractors. Those should come in handy later on as we get other asteroids come by. And we'll go ahead and bring up a couple more auto extractors. These are fully automated facilities that extract any type of resources from the asteroids. We'll bring up a couple more of them simply so that we have them in stock. That's going to take away a lot of our money. We're now down to $9,770 million. So yeah, we really are going to need to get some more research done so we can start generating more money. But the big thing is, if we can get those exotic minerals and rare metals off of the asteroids, we can actually send them, the rare metals at least, back to Earth and make $750 million a shipload of rare minerals. Other than that, I don't see that we need anything else other than maybe another couple of fuel refineries. We have 3. But let's go ahead and bring up 2 more. You never can have enough fuel. And it takes fuel and water to make polymers. So yeah, we are going to need those extra 2 fuel refineries in the long run. And that puts us at 60,000 kilograms. That's all the prefabs we're going to bring up. Let's go ahead and fill out our shipload with some more drones. And yeah, we might. No, I'm not going to worry about more polymers or machine parts or electronics. I think we've got enough to get started, especially since we are bringing up engineers. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more drones. That gives us 61. And still have... That will let us actually fill out with some polymers and things. And we'll put 5 polymers and 5 machine parts and 5 electronics. Yeah, that gets us to 76,000 kilograms. That's a good number. All right. Let's go ahead and launch that one. And see how we are going over here with... It's still waiting for something. What is it waiting for? Fuel and concrete and machine parts and metals and polymers. Okay. Let's go ahead and take... Let's go ahead and take some of the concrete over. And are you full or are you not? No? Okay. All right, there we go. Helps if you, it does help if you actually, once you get through fiddling with what you're doing, getting lined up, if you actually click on the button. So, we still have 2 Stirling generators not working. They are both in need of polymers, which is why it's so important to get a polymers factory up there and working. Let's take a look at our ship and see. All right, it's got 3 out of 5 concrete loaded. No resources in sector E4, of course. Okay. 5 out of 5 concrete loaded. 11 out of 40 fuel. 6 out of 15 metals. It needs those polymers and machine parts. It's actually kind of good that we have brought some more with us. And look, our tunnel is getting built. Wow. And there's the bottom part done. And let's go ahead and go up and see how the top part, and the top part is done. So that means, yay, we can actually send an RC Explorer up to start scanning anomalies. And if I can remember, is it control? Shift lets you actually line up so that it will queue them and it will just run around scanning the anomalies that are up here with no problem. And we have some metals lying on the surface that we can actually gather up too. Yes, that is very helpful. Plus, we have this lovely, lovely hole right here that will let us go down below the surface. Yep, a potential entry point into the Martian underground. It is the perfect foundation for an elevator to the underground. Lovely. That's going to be fun. We can go take a look down there. And that's got all of our anomalies up top, ready to be analyzed. Right? Should. Anyway, we'll see as time goes on. Okay. And let's just throw another sector in there for that. How's our research coming? Almost done with automated storage, 92%. Okay. Martian education is next. Earth-Mars initiative. Automated sensors, and then recon center. Okay, we're going to need these low-G tunnel supports. With all the cave-ins down there, that's going to be very important. But next I'm going to go ahead and throw, once automated storage is done, I am going to go ahead and get the Moxie upgrade and put magnetic filtering on all of our moxies. They're so necessary for making sure our people have oxygen. Better to make sure that they are not going to fall apart on us. And we have Trust is ready to land. Okay. Let me go ahead and go up and down toward the planet, toward our landing area. Ha, there we go. And now we can bring Trust down with her passengers. And that will fill out this apartment building over here. And we'll go ahead, that should go ahead and give us a chance to get some of this other stuff done. I think, yes, these are our engineers that are coming up. All right, so Trust is landing. Curiosity is still loading. She's almost loaded, though. She's waiting on machine parts, polymers, and one more unit of fuel. What's Discovery doing? Still refueling. So why are we having a difficulty with fuel? I have a whole depot of fuel lined up over here. I guess what I need is a transport to transport it over. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and put her on a transport route. Loading fuel and bring that over to the dome area. And unload there. Okay. So our new colonists have arrived. And they will all be happily housed here. Engineers, yes, that's what I thought. And that gives us pretty much 12 disabled work slots, 2 unemployed seeking work, 1 vacant work slot. Okay. So as soon as we get our prefabs up, I can put those engineers to good use. In the meantime, that will give us a chance to both refuel and unload. All right, Discovery is still refueling. I want to send her off on a planetary expedition. I need to look around and see what's available for that too. So automated storage is now complete, which opens up quite a bit. We have now opened up Martian aerodynamics. Shuttle speed is increased by 33%. We don't have any shuttles yet, so I'm not really worried about that. Low G engineering, new dome, medium. Ooh. All right. Opens up new dome, medium, new dome, trigon, new building, low G amusement park, a surface building which provides satisfaction for tourists. Gaining experience in actually building constructions on Mars rather than just hypothesizing has vastly advanced our off-Earth architectural capabilities. Yeah, that's going to be next, because that will give us an option. Instead of worrying about how to fit everything into these small domes and making our city a bunch of small domes, we can actually increase the size of them, get rid of the small domes altogether. Other than, of course, our first dome. We want to hold on to that for historical records. You know, it was our founding dome. What can I say? All right. Oh, excuse me. My nose has just started itching like the devil. Goodness. I don't know. In the South, people say if your nose is itching, you're due to have company. I don't know if we're due to have company. I hope not. I have got to get my kitchen cleaned tonight. But anyway, there we go. Let's get back and see. It still has not left. It is still loading. What is it waiting on now? Machine parts. Okay, so the next ship, when our next ship gets here, and it is 53% of the way, our asteroid explorer should go off on its own. Yay. Wonderful. We just have to wait for it to get there. Okay, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and look at some of the places that we can send Discovery. This is, of course, Mars Eternal. That is us. And this is Europe, so we do not want to go up there. Let's see, Project Redwood. One-off strange readings usually don't merit much attention. This one is too weird to be a sensor glitch. Would take 4 scientists, 12 hours time, and the outcome is a breakthrough. That's not bad. That would be a good one to do. We have the scientists. Project Pharaoh, 10 of any specialization. Something interesting seems to be going on here. On Mars, many interesting things can get you killed. 12-hour expedition time would get us new technologies. Project Archimedes calls for 4 medics, 12 hours, and gets us a breakthrough. Multiple strange signals detected over time can all be traced to this area. It is now nicknamed The Zone. Project Lyric needs 7 officers. We don't have any officers on board, so not one we need to worry about. What's over on this side? Project Castile. 6 of any specialization gives us research progress. Those ones I tend not to try to do because just research progress, that's not a lot of stuff. 4 geologists and gives us resources. I think that, yes, we will go ahead and send our medics to Project Archimedes. There we go. Discovery is refueling, so we will let Discovery do that when she is done. And that will get us another breakthrough to work on. Now we have 4 buildings not working. Why is our outside ranch not working? That's a power accumulator needs work, needs parts, and it needs polymers. And this is why the first thing we are building is a polymers factory once that ship gets to Mars. 60% of the way. Come on, Perseverance. I probably could put 2 polymers factories, but that's a lot of engineers. If I remember correctly, polymers factories take 9 engineers per shift. So 3 shifts, you're looking at 27 people. It's either 18 or 27 people to run a polymers factory. That's a lot of people. If you think about it, I mean, that is a lot of people. It's still not as much as you need for the machine parts and the electronics factories, but still. And then on top of that, we haven't even hit the nuclear power plants, which is all engineers and a lot of them. This is really, if we could get to that, I wouldn't be worrying about the Stirling generators, to be quite honest. Nuclear power is such a useful thing. And I think what they have it invested in is nuclear fusion. So, not fission. So we really do need to get to that point. Okay. So goodness gracious. Alright, so an anomaly has been analyzed.
Today, the only place we'd thought you could find Ice-15 outside of a lab was on an icy planet or a moon. And here we find it on Mars.
Ice-15 is a super dense phase of water ice which is formed in extremely cold and extremely high pressure environments. It turns out that the unique geological history of Mars allowed a small quantity of Ice-15 to form under the crust. Even though we didn't confirm any substantial deposits of water, this discovery would cause uproar in the scientific communities and draw significant attention to our efforts on the Red Planet. Our sponsors immediately provided us with tools to discover more about the effects of Martian geology on the formation of underground ice. The effect is we gained $500 million in funding. Yay! That's always helpful. More money is always, always helpful. So let's take a look. How are we doing here? Still loading, still waiting on those machine parts and polymers. My gosh. Okay. And our ship is 77% of the way here. You know what? I do not like speeding time up, but I want to get that ship here so we can get the lander up to the asteroid. I want to see what happens. I'm anxious. Yes, I'm anxious. So we are just speeding it up a little bit and going through our numerous souls. We have 3 buildings not working yet. 2 Stirling generators and 1 power accumulator. All of them are waiting on polymers. And we still have... That is really, really flipping interesting. And we found a new anomaly too. We have... New texts are available for research.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Alright, so this particular anomaly gave us the following texts. Subsurface heating and the Dozer rover. We're about at the point now with these texts being opened that we can start researching terraforming. That's not too bad. And where is this anomaly that has been found? Okay, oh, I need to slow time back down a bit. Let's go ahead and find our second RC Explorer, or one of them anyway. This one is idle. We'll just go ahead and send it over to analyze that anomaly. And that will let us go ahead and land the rocket that we need to land to get our Explorer off to the asteroid. Okay, so Discovery is still refueling. As much as I hate to, we're going to have to land beside the landing pad. All that dust is going to get into everything. Okay, so there she comes down. What's great is, if I remember, yes, she does have drones on her. So those drones should take parts over, the parts over that need to be to the other rocket. And that will get, yes, see, there they go right now, taking stuff over. And that will get that one fully loaded, and then we will be able to go off to our first asteroid. Yay! It's also close enough that they should go ahead and start working on the buildings that are not working, which will be good. I have never been able to get the planet terraformed. I have very I have to admit I'm a bit of a perfectionist when I'm playing, and if things aren't going exactly right a lot of the time, I will stop what I'm doing and start over from scratch. Let's go, okay, no, I don't like the way this one is laid out. I'm going to start over. And I've gotten where I've started terraforming on a couple of occasions, and I've never gotten it done because of that. So once we hit
Research complete.
the point, and we have an anomaly analyzed, once we hit the point where we are actually terraforming, it's going to be as new to me as to anybody what exactly happens. All right, so anomaly analyzed, and we gained research points for that one, so that's not too bad. Research points always come in handy. Okay, so now we're still waiting on polymers. And they are loading it. I just love watching these little drones. Alcinor, how can you say that? That's so mean. It's true, but it's mean, you know? Okay, why have they stopped? No orders, carrying nothing. All right, let's see. Oh, fully empty. And we are 8 polymers short. Perseverance is done. So we can send Perseverance back to Earth. Wow, it didn't take them long to load her. The sad thing is, we do seem to be short the polymers we need. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Do we have polymers over here? Yes, but not enough. So Discovery is refueled and ready to go. Let's go ahead and send her off on her expedition. And we are sending her to Project Archimedes. She'll just have to wait for the medics to come out of the clinic. All right. Discovery is ready. There. And there she goes with her medics. I like getting breakthroughs. I really, really like getting breakthroughs. And we should have... Trust is on her way back to Earth. Oh no, Trust is still sitting on the landing pad. She is still unloading. That's the issue. Perseverance is on her way, traveling back to Earth. Curiosity is almost loaded. Discovery is on her way. So what we need is to go ahead and build a couple of those wonderful places that we just brought to Mars. First thing we're putting out is that polymers factory. Polymers factories are interesting because unlike the machine parts factory and the electronics factory, they do not go inside a dome. They actually go outside the dome. And they cost 10 concrete, 5 metals, 5 machine parts. They need power and water. We're going to just stick our polymers factory, since we want to keep it fairly close to everything, we're going to stick it over here next to the moisture vaporators. I just want to get it lined up properly so that once it starts getting built, it won't take much to run a power line or a water pipe to it. Okay.
Anomaly analyzed.
And we have new text available for
There's more
research.
to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
All right, so that anomaly gave us the knowledge of factory AI and fueled extractors. So that's going to come in handy. Oh, and we do have an empty slot. So let's go ahead and research. Factory AI, fueled extractors. Extractors upgrade fueled extractor. Production increased by 30% as long as the building is supplied with fuel. We should not just consume hydrocarbon fuel, but use it to develop nuclear energy, hydropower, and renewable energy resources. Or energy sources. So if we put that in, that should open up. Good question. Subsurface heaters increases the local temperature in cold areas and protects nearby buildings from cold waves. Consumes water. Mars has an average surface temperature of negative 55 degrees Celsius with inclinations to fall well beneath negative 130. Okay, this one is really kind of important. General training. Colonists without the proper specialization suffer a lower work penalty. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. That will help our unspecialized people out a lot, too. Oh, goodness. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that for a minute. We can actually put in a college now. Yay. Wonderful. That's great. I did not realize that I had gotten that researched. So, yeah.
Research complete.
Oh, hush. That is the Martian Earth-Mars Initiative is researched. But right now, I want to go into put in our Martian University. There we go. And that still gives us room to expand out this way, which we need to do next once we have our medium domes researched. Oh, we do have them researched again. Wonderful. So we can actually put a bigger dome in. That's a big one? Yeah. It is. It is. Okay, soil adaptation. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. It produces food. It gives us more options for food. And I actually think the farms look nice, you know? So there. And now let's go ahead and we are going to build our next dome in a minute. Let's see first. Oh, Big Sisters, Episode 1, new broadcast. Funding received $200 million. And research complete, Earth-Mars Initiative. All right. So that opens up supportive community, which lowers the risk of colonists developing flaws after sanity breakdowns. Beauty is not who you are on the outside. It is the wisdom and time you gave away to save another struggling like you. Shannon L. Alder. Some of these I'd really like to find out more about the people who said them. And we gained 1,250 points from the last anomaly analyzed. What buildings are not working? Stirling generator, moisture vaporator, and advanced Stirling generator. Now, our polymers factory. Woo! We need to run a pipe out to it. So here we go.
Breakthrough discovered.
And this is not going to be too hard to do. There we go. And we need to run power lines, and then we can look at the breakthrough that we just discovered. All right, power cables. And there we go. So that's nicely set out. Our drones are going to work. And that's going to put all of our engineers to work too, I bet you. Let me just take a look at that real fast. That put 5 of them. Did we only bring up 5 engineers? I could have sworn I brought up more than that. 7 vacant work slots. Nope, I have 12 engineers. Where are they all working? Because I do want to, one, specialize only. And 4 specialists. There we go. All right. So where are all our engineers working if I have nobody unemployed? I wonder, are they working in the TV station? Ah, they are. No specialization, no specialization. All right, you go away. No specialization. There was only 1 engineer in there that was working. It was working in the TV station, it looks like. I don't care if they're not working in their home dome. Eventually they will be. And you, and you, and you, and you. There. And yeah, that's good. So that should put our polymers factory. Yeah, we're doing really well with that now. We only have 2 engineers not in the proper places. And 13 vacant work slots. So we can bring up more people at any given time. We do need to build another dome, though, before we bring up any more people. Let's see. We have space for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people. And what about in this dome? Nope. And nope, this dome is fully populated. So yeah, building a medium-sized dome is actually going to be a very good, very, very good thing. All right, so why is
Complete.
autonomous sensors is now complete? All right. We have a list of things to look at, but I want to look at this ship first. It still needs 10 polymers. And we have Stirling generators breaking down because they need polymers. And we have... Oh, Discovery is ready to land with passengers. She has our 4 medics back. Wonderful. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at our list of messages. We have 8 buildings not working. Heavy drone transport problem. We can get rid of that one. No life support in our dome. Oh no, what is going on? Closed trade route. Europe is no longer offering 800 research for 50 electronics. Don't care. The underground view message. We discovered a deep pit that connects to a network of caverns and lava tubes. Our initial scans show some odd readings. We should be able to build an elevator to get vehicles and resources down. The low gravity on Mars allows for much larger lava tubes and caverns than on Earth. Inside, the temperatures are a lot less extreme, and they provide protection from hazards on the surface. Because of this, researchers believe life on Mars, if it exists at all, will most likely be found in the underground. We must venture forth. Okay. Low resources, we can skip that. Autonomous sensors is done. And what was the breakthrough we got? Overcharge amplifications. Amplify upgrades grant a bigger boost to production. Power. Unlimited power, said Sheev. Okay. Let's go ahead and we will throw that into our research. No, we're putting supportive community next. There we go. So, let's see which of our domes is in need. This one is. It needs power. All right. So we definitely need more power supplies, more generators out. Let's take a look and see what we have. We do have 6 Stirling generators, so we're just going to throw a bunch of them out there real fast. And we're just going to throw them out in a line so that they completely have what they need. There, that's 4 of them. That should be enough. We need to hang on to some so that when we put out the new dome, our first medium-sized dome, we have plenty of power available. So yeah, everything has taken what power we had. We are 59. Our production is 238.4, or our production is 180 units. Our demand is 238.4. So, yeah, we are in need of power. And our people are going, we have no water. How is our water supply? Water production is 6. Water demand is 6.1. So we need to put out some more water vaporators too. Some more moisture vaporators. Trying to get this to scan out with Word sometimes can be very difficult to. All right, and something else went down. Hypothermia, view message.
Our colonists are suffering from hypothermia.
Domes feature heaters which maintain a pleasant temperature of 23 degrees Celsius around the clock, protecting against the fluctuating temperature of the fickle Martian atmosphere outside. The temperature inside the dome quickly decreases when the power supply is cut, and the colonists sure do feel the effects. If the situation remains unchanged, I'm afraid that it could be fatal. Hint: colonists with the freezing status effect reside in a dome with an insufficient supply of power. Increase the amount of power accessible to the dome to prevent this. Troubling. Okay. Yes, I am working at it, people. Just hold your horses. So, let's see. That one is closed. Let's go ahead and open it. That one is open. So that will help a little bit. We've just got to get those Stirling generators built, which our little drones are doing right there. And so now we can go ahead and open that one and open that one. And this will help immensely. Yeah, now we are now producing more power than we are using again. Which is good because we're about to need more power for putting out new moisture vaporators. And they are all in a line. Absolutely wonderful. So that should let us now put out those moisture vaporators we need. And I still do have 2 Stirling generators that will help. Okay. I have lots of moisture vaporators that I can put out. And we'll stick one right here.
Sector scanned.
And one right here. I've really tried to balance putting them out, because I don't want to get where I have tons of them out in places that I'm going to actually have to put people. So we still have 4 buildings not working, 3 generators, and a hydroponics farm. That one still needs a polymer. That one still needs 2 polymers. We've got to get those polymer factories working. Needs a polymer. Alright, so our hydroponics farm is now working again, which is good. And we do have these lovely moisture vaporators being built. So we are going to have to run 2 things out to them. The first being power cables. And the second being pipes. And what I'd kind of like to do is go ahead and figure out where I put them, and just go ahead and run power lines out to them to start with, to where they are going to be, so that everything is already laid out and connected. And then we need our water pipes. There. Okay. So that's got that all lined up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. How are our ships doing? Trust is fully loaded. Still has 12 food on board. She can go back to Earth. And there we go. And let's see. Discovery is still fueling. Okay. Not going to worry about her right now. And how are we here? Still waiting on those polymers. Everything else is ready. Just got to get those polymers. And now why are we without life support? Waiting on water. Alright, so once our drones get over here and get that done, you'd think with all the water that I was producing, I would have plenty of water. Let's see. I wonder. Yeah. We're a bit far away. How much water is over here? These tanks are full. And how much? So this particular grid is actually producing a lot more water than it's using. That will change as we put out fuel refineries. So yeah, we definitely need to get these ones hooked up and working, which is a matter of basically the power lines and water pipes being built now. We're 2 units short. Water production is at 9. Water demand is at 10.1. And I do need to actually put in another Moxie, it looks like. Oh, which also reminds me. Let's go ahead and... Do-de-do. That hasn't been researched yet? Has it not been researched yet? They must already have upgraded. Okay. Oh, goodness. Trying to get the moisture vaporators running. And the problem is the drones are so overwhelmed right now. And we can go ahead and salvage that. There. But the good thing is that our polymers factory should be producing. Yes, good. So now that will help with the issue of our ship over here that we need to get sent off. 2 of 10. Alcinor, I think you are having way too much fun with Moobot. Alright, somehow I have got to get some water over to these domes. I think what might be one of the fastest ways is to actually build some pipes, which I kind of hate to do. But there we go. And that should connect it to the other line. And that will give us pretty much a pretty much a grid that is interconnected all the way around. There.
Resources are low.
And what are our low resources this time? So we have, oh, Europe is offering us a trade deal. 1,000 research points for 50 polymers. I don't have them, Europe. You're just going to have to deal without. And we have 7 moisture vaporators, or 3 moisture vaporators, 2 Stirling generators, 1 power accumulator, and 1 advanced Stirling generator not working. So let's go ahead and take a look at all those. It needs polymers. It needs polymers. Moisture vaporator needs power. And the power accumulator needs polymers. All right, say it with me, people. Polymers suck. Still need power and, of course, there we go. Power and pipelines. So, just to make things a little bit faster, there, I'm going to speed time up as fast as it will go. And let's see if that gets those all fixed. Mental breakdown, view message.
A colonist just snapped.
Nasa Grover, as every other colonist, went through psychological conditioning before arriving on Mars to guarantee their most basic ability to cope with the adverse environment. Indeed, the people live on a barren, dead, cold world with a toxic, almost non-existent atmosphere, protected only by a fragile-looking dome and relying on machines to keep them alive. The unparalleled everyday stress levels slowly drain the people of their resolve, thus even the slightest shock or frustration can send someone over the edge. On Earth, entertainment and recreation are just for fun, but here they are a tool for basic survival. Hence, the colonist Nasa Grover has reached critically low sanity. Provide operational healthcare buildings in the domes and avoid heavy workload or nighttime work to prevent this situation. Okay, so let's see where she is. And yes, of course, she's a geologist. So she should be working, and she is having trouble because we have no water in our domes. Goodness gracious. I really need to get those bloody resources done. And what are we waiting for here? You're only as old as you feel. So we are still waiting on 8 polymers. I really want to go to the asteroid. Come on. Work with me, people. Work with me, damn it. I know. Drink. Okay, so it looks like our big issue is still going to be... No idea, Mini Flames. Have never had it. It's a more of a northern thing in the U.S., not a southern thing, or was. No life support. 1 dome. A Martian Family, Episode 1. New broadcast. Funding received $100 million. Yay. And we are down to no life support in 1 dome. Still waiting on that water to get there. Now you would think that I would have it because they have actually built that first water line all the way over. And the domes really are really interconnected. So this is going to be interesting. I just have to get some... Oh, wait a minute. There's one that's connected, but no pipeline. And Discovery is ready to come back. So let's pause our game for a moment, because I'm really kind of a little teeny tiny bit overwhelmed. There we go. And we will run a pipeline over there. I cannot believe I missed that one anyway. So let's see. Discovery is refueled and ready to go. Let's take a look at planetary anomalies we can send her to. Project Lyric we cannot do. We don't have any officers. Oh, let's go ahead and send her to Redwood. That will requires 4 scientists, 12 hours, and will give us another breakthrough. There we go. And now we can just set our time back to regular. Okay, so 9 buildings not working. 3 fuel refineries, 2 Stirling generators, 1 power accumulator, 1 advanced Stirling generator, 1 hydroponic farm, and 1 moisture evaporator. All because we are waiting on blasted drones to finish building pipelines and power. Oh my gosh. How are we coming over here? And still 2 out of 10 polymers. You know what? How many polymers are right here? Load resources. Let's see what we have available. Should be, maybe should be enough for the polymers we need. And we'll unload right here and see what we get. All right, that gives us 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 5 polymers. And Discovery is ready to go off. Except we're not returning Discovery to Earth. She is going to Project Redwood. There. And we have 3 rockets available on Earth, so guess what? We're just going to go ahead while we are waiting and bring up a bunch of polymers. There are 24 on the planet, but and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up 50, I think. And 50 machine parts. And 50 electronics. And that still leaves us 20,000 kilograms available. So we'll bring up the rest in drones. That gives us 20 more drones. That'll give us 81 drones on the planet. There we go. All right, Oregon Trail, that makes you really helpful. So there are those polymers that I have been looking for all this time. And we'll just have that one load them. And unload over here. There we go. I'm really hoping this does the trick. I'm really hoping that this will get us finally where we can get off this planet, go to an asteroid, get some more resources, so that we can advance this particular quest line, because I really do want to see what happens both above and below and beyond. And fortunately, our recon center is almost done. So we'll be able to build one of those. And then we can get into some of this other stuff that we need. Engineers and geologists have 10% or plus 10 performance when working in their specialty. That wouldn't be bad to add. That would keep our geologists from having breakdowns.
Resources are low. Breakthrough discovered.
Okay, so the breakthrough is advanced drone drive.
Research complete.
Okay. Let's see. Advanced drone drive. Drones move 40% faster. Our engineers have unveiled the first motor designed to replace the old engines of our drones that were created on Earth or in Earth laboratories so long ago. This time, we've combined all that is now known from having hands-on experience in dissecting a drone that has been doing field work on Mars for quite some time. Yeah, we have an issue. Underground domes, micro-G vehicles, enables RC rovers to travel to and move on asteroids. Extended cargo modules are asteroid lander upgrade. Extended cargo module cargo capacity increases by 45,000 kilograms and fuel consumption increases by 20. Storage experts are hoarders. Marie Kondo. I think I will take in micro-G vehicles next. Since we are going above the planet to these asteroids, we need to be able to move around on them. And it says on asteroids, even the simple act of moving around is riddled with challenges. So yeah, that's the next one. There we go. And low storage resource, polymers. Always with the polymers. Oh dear Lord. And too far from working drone commanders. We really need a drone hub up here too. Recon center is complete. Yes, we know that. There we go. Still need pipeline. And the drone hub has broken. That is the issue. Alright, so let's see. Do we still have some... Do we still have some polymers over here? Oh, and the ship has left. Yay. Yes, so we will load up polymers here. And bring them back over here. And I am now terrified that I just screwed that up. So let's see where that ship, where that little, I did. How about that? Okay, you need to go load your resources first. Go, little RC transport. And Curiosity has arrived at Sovenar BL4. Click to prepare for landing. Here we go. Oh goodness, this is going to be interesting. Where are we going to land? I think we will land right... Let us land right... Oh, right there. That's close to some exotic minerals. And underground exotic mineral deposits can be exploited by either micro-G auto extractors or micro-G mining stations. The latter requires colonists to operate. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. Asteroids can be mined with unique buildings such as the micro-G auto extractor. The gathered resources need to be transported back to Mars with an asteroid lander. Keep in mind that the asteroid lander must be refueled for the return trip. When the time runs out, refueled asteroid landers depart back to Mars. Everything else left on the asteroid is lost. And we have landed. We've made it. It is important to keep an eye on the time we have left on the asteroid. When the window passes, we won't have the means to return to Mars anymore. Everything left behind on the asteroid when our time limit runs out will be lost forever. So make sure the asteroid landers are loaded and refueled before our time here is up. For now, let's focus on gathering and mining as many exotic minerals and other valuables as we can. Okay, so we have a grand total of 1 sol, 15 hours. We are not going to be going back to Mars, I don't think. I think we're going to be staying here real fast. All right, so let's see what we have. Did Standard Oil get there first and build an SO or so we can get back? No, we actually brought fuel with us. Okay, so let's see what we have. How can we do this? Did we bring an electrolyzer? Extracts oxygen from water. Oxygen tank water. And there we go. A drone hub. Dum-de-dum. I'm just looking to see what we actually have. A micro G auto extractor and a fuel. We didn't bring a fuel refinery. Oh no. So let's go ahead and we will put this out and see what happens. All right, so it needs cable. It needs power. So here we go. We will run a power cable to the ship. Let's see if that does anything. I'm reasonably sure I'm going to be very upset. Oh, goodness. You know what we didn't bring? We didn't bring a Stirling generator. However, we did apparently bring a solar panel. There we go. How about that? All right, so that is now powered. Oh, not enough power. We're going to have to build a second solar panel. And let's just figure out where to stick this one. We may need to rotate it. There we go. And we have 22 hours left, 21 hours left. We've got to get some of these minerals. Oh no. Oh no, how much time are we going to lose to the lack of sunlight? The one thing we are definitely going to have to do...
Resources are low.
Yeah, we are definitely going to have to make sure our drones get back, regardless of anything else. So, yeah, this is, oh my gosh. So what else do we have with us that we can use? A power switch, a power accumulator, a recharging station. That's for our drones though. Let's go ahead and not enough power yet. Oh gosh. We can at least salvage everything. Ah, there we go. So it's now working. Yay. Oh, thank God. So let's see. It is producing Okay. It's supposed to produce 5 minerals every sol, and we have 10 hours left. We need to be off the thing in the next 9 hours. So we don't know how many we're actually going to get. There's 0.1, 0.2. Oh, good. And our little drones are going and carrying it, so we'll at least get something for our effort. You know, here's the one issue. I landed on an asteroid and all I got was the stupid t-shirt. Here's the thing, though. Okay, asteroids tend to fly like planets in a specific orbit. So, you know, it says anything left behind is lost. It ought to come back by at a later point in time. So we ought to be able later on to go back to it and find our stuff and bring it back to Mars for us. All right, let's look and see. We have 2 exotic minerals on board right now. And it's time to go. So we need to launch. Oh no! The asteroid has continued along its trajectory and moved out of range. We will no longer be able to reach it. We've lost our oh my gosh. We lost our ship. Let's see, Oregon Trail is ready to land. Discovery is ready to land. Oh no, Curiosity is on her way back. Oh, thank God. I really was afraid that we had lost that. Okay, so Discovery is ready to land. Worse than that, we've lost a colonist. Yeah. All right, and which ship is this? Discovery is ready to land. We'll land her on her landing pad out there.
Sector scanned.
Or Curiosity, rather. Okay, so we have 3 new anomalies. A eulogy for an everyday hero.
We gather here today to bid a final farewell to one of our finest.
As difficult and painless... Painless? Okay, excuse me. As difficult and painful as it is, we must accept that Sasha Sidorov is dead. As friends, as a community, we express our sadness, we acknowledge our loss, acknowledge the great importance of Sasha Sidorov's life. Sasha Sidorov's life has been a journey towards a vision, a journey which brought us all towards the possibility of living on the Red Planet, one small step after at a time. Sasha Sidorov didn't try to make their mark in human history, for there is no room for attempts in success. Sasha Sidorov knew what the calling of fate was, knew the risks and the opportunities, and made the best of it for the good of us all. What is it that takes a person through all of this is a question only we can answer. This is a question whose answer is the spirit of Sasha Sidorov, and this is a legacy for us. In fact, Sasha Sidorov has died, cause dehydrated. Hint, each time a colonist dies from a non-natural death, 2 applicants leave the pool. Thank you, fellow colonists. So really, we are still waiting on these bloody things to be connected. And it's all because we are without bloody parts. It always comes down to not having enough parts. So the ship has landed. There are things going around. Curiosity has arrived. Let's go ahead and land her. And that will give us at least some things. Yes. All the things are breaking down at the same moment. Looking at the ships side by side, that is really kind of interesting. The Recon Center can now discover new asteroids. Upon discovery, they can opt to investigate the asteroid further to provide more information before visiting the asteroid. This costs 20 electronics, which have to store it in recon centers as the asteroid is discovered. Okay. Safe return. We have managed to return to Mars in one piece. We are sure to get more opportunities to harvest asteroids that pass in close proximity to Mars. By further developing our technology, we will increase our efficiency and yield from these trips. Keep an eye on the skies, Commander. Our road to progress might be up there. All right, can I just get the parts I need to get everything filled? And low G engineering has been completed. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and research. So much to research. Sustainable architecture. In-dome buildings require maintenance less often. Shifting focus away from fixing it to avoiding it is the natural step forward for any Martian habitat. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's just throw that in there. There we go. Alright, so everything is being nicely fixed finally. Storage space is full on our rare metals extractor. So we actually do need to put something to work there. Oh, finally! The only thing left to fix over here is our one moisture vaporator and our drone hub. Good. If those buggers get fixed, we are really well set. Because we will then be we're producing 420 units of power. We only need 250.4. We've got to put some more Moxies out and some more moisture vaporators. Our production is at 10. We're producing, or demand is at 6.8. Our production is at 10. We have a storage capacity of 500. That's getting full. This is one of the issues, though, that I have. We have 314 units of water in storage, and it will tell us, oh, you're out of water. Oh, my gosh, you're out of water. And the storage never goes down. It's like, what the heck am I storing water for? All right, so Discovery is ready to go on her next mission. Let's see what possible places we can send her this time. Project Pharaoh, 10 of any crew, 12 hours expedition time, new technologies. Let's just send Discovery there. There. So there goes Discovery on her way. We have 3 fuel refineries not working, 2 moisture vaporators, a rare metals extractor, and a concrete extractor. And it looks like of course, renegades. If the morale in the dome is too low, renegades will appear. Renegades have reduced work performance and will cause trouble. Security stations can suppress them for a while, but to solve the problem, you have to take steps to increase morale. Oh, goodness. So I apparently have renegades now. All right. We need machine parts, machine parts, machine parts. Okay. I should have machine parts, electronics, and no machine parts there. Okay. Sometimes I get a little frustrated with the way this interface works too. How about over here? Do we have machine parts? Ah, yes, we have lots of machine parts. So let's go ahead. Oregon Trail is...
Anomaly analyzed.
Oregon Trail is ready to go, so we will send her back to Earth. There we go. And we have a planetary anomaly analyzed. New techs are available for research.
To the barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Ooh, that was a good one. That one gave us the following texts on our research screen. Utility crops, storage compression, dust repulsion, micro-G mining, rover printing, Martian patents. That is a really good one. That gets us more and more money. And topology AI. Oh, lovely. Let's take a look. And yeah, Martian patents is really good. That will make us 500 million in funding, and we can do that one over and over again. So that's going to be a really nice one to have. Okay. So we don't need to worry about any of them right now. At the moment, I need to get some machine parts over to the... All right, sweetie, you're going to have to get a home. We're going to have to get you a home in a minute. Let's get some machine parts over to the Stirling generators over there. So we need a transport that is sitting idle. It can come load up on machine parts and deliver them to this area. Did the rocket make it back yet? Yes, the rocket made it back with all two It's waiting to go somewhere else, but it made it back with all two exotic minerals. Yes, we got 2 exotic minerals. So that's going to be great because that will let us start looking at some of the other things that we need to do. Yeah, I'm really glad it got back. It got back. It left things up there, but it did come back with the materials. So. All right, and I also need to get this rare metals extractor unloaded. And Discovery is ready to land with her passengers. So she needs to go out on her landing pad over here. And there we go. Now I need this transport to take her stuff over and unload it over here. Well, in 75 to 1,000 years, you can recover them. Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's that done. Okay, what else? Buildings not working, 6. What buildings are not working? 3 fuel refineries, 1 rare metals extractor, and 1 concrete extractor. Concrete extractor needs machine parts. Okay, so now those are going to all be taken care of. And 4 new anomalies. All right. And our three fuel refineries are not working because they need machine parts, which now they are working again. Leaves our rare metals extractor, which needs somebody to come unload it. And we will have it load rare metals and take them to storage. And I'm just curious where I have put my rare metals storage. I think it's way over here too. Bloody blazes. There we go. If I have a rare metals storage. I don't think I do, to be honest. I thought I did because of the hole. You know what? Okay, that gets that working. That's fine. Rumor, Europe will scan a planetary anomaly in 3 sols 4 hours. Alright, so they are going to Project Lyric. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about Lyric. We don't have any officers. It is, however, time to start building some, and let's slow our speed down a bit. It is time to start building some automated storages. Now that we have those researched, let's go ahead. The first one we're going to build is going to be a rare metals storage, and we're going to build it off in this direction simply to keep everything fairly centered. There we go. That's fuel or rare metals. And let's go ahead and build one for food storage right next to it. And these are powered storage, so they really do need to be fairly close to each other. And with those two, we can actually clean up some of our area here. But more to the point, Mars Game Night, Episode 1, new broadcast, funding received $2,000 million, so $2 billion, not bad. All right, and we'll get rid of that. Yes, we know that they are working on Lyric. That can go away. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Yeah, that's money that we don't have to really worry about. It's given us, we're up to $8.4 billion. Wow. And all of it has come from that TV station that we need to get more people for. Because we still are short one whole shift plus 9 people. Plus we need more engineers. So, yes, money makes the world go round, Moobot. You know what we're going to do next? We are going to go ahead and build a medium-sized dome. We have the time for it. We have the place for it. We have things that can go in it. And yes, money can be exchanged for goods and services. That is the whole purpose of money. And we are going to build our medium-sized dome right here around our rocket so that it too is still in line with everything else. And now we can start researching spires because that is going to come in handy. What's going to be fun is, our university is built. And let's see, we have 5 people in university. How wonderful is that? So we need 1 botanist, 4 engineers, 3 geologists, 1 medic, and 4 scientists. So that's what they are studying. We could actually start another shift. Let's go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and open up the whole university shifts to people. And look at that. We already have, wow, the shifts are filling up very quickly. And so a medical post is not working. It's short one person, so yes, we definitely need another medic. This is great. I mean, this is really wonderful. Opening up the university like that has just increased a lot of... It's full. Look at that. All these people want to work in more specialized things. How many people do we have that are unemployed right now? We have 32 vacant work slots. We have 18 disabled. We have one renegade. I'm going to have to see who is our renegade. We're going to have to put security out now. Darn, I didn't want to have to put security out. It always comes down to that, you know? It always comes down to you have to put security. People always go crazy. So let's go ahead and we're going to just stick a security office right there. We still have space. We could put on a passage out that way. Where is Discovery? Discovery is ready to go again. So let's see what other options we have on the planet for her to go see. I love this. I really do. Project Castile, 6 of anything, research progress. 4 geologists gets us resources. Let's go ahead and send her there. Project Cavalcade. So there. That will get, yeah. It'll take our geologists away for a minute, but it will actually... Yes. Send an expedition. Discovery is ready. She can go. There. Elsinore, I think we need to get you a new mouse for your computer. It seems to be having a little bit of trouble clicking on things. All right. So we have one building not working, which is still the medical post, which is fine. We have people in the university for it. And we do have our new dome being built. What's going to be fun is getting our tunnel, our passage there. I'm hoping I've actually put it in the right spot for that. So let's see. Domes. Passage. Yeah, that might be a problem. I may have to move this around a bit to find a better spot. Actually, no, that's not going to work. Can we? No, not going to be able to go around that way, unfortunately. What I'm going to end up doing, as much as I hate to, is I'm going to have to destroy a housing unit or the university and move them. Oh, goodness. That's going to be sad. I hate doing that. I'll look at that later tonight. You can send it to me. So where am I going to put this passage? It's kind of waiting right at the moment on the dome. Had I built the dome on this side of the lines, it would have been no problem. We could have gone through. But yeah, I didn't. So let's see. Can I move that real fast? Yes, I can move the dome. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So let's go ahead and we're going to move our dome. Medium dome. It's going to go on this side. Oh, that's going to be too far. No, can't do it. So, you know what? That's kind of frustrating. That is really frustrating. I'm going to have to move an apartment complex in order to get a passage between them. So there we go.
Research complete.
Okay, so let's see. One renegade in the dome. We don't have any restrictions on our security, so I'm not too worried about that right now. And general training is now complete. Okay, so what can we add next? Emergency training. Security officers and medics have 10+10 performance when working in their specialty. That lets us add a hospital. A larger, more improved version of the infirmary. One can never be too prepared for the vast array of emergencies that could arise at any given moment on Mars. So, yes, that's next. Okay. So we're just now waiting on our dome to be complete, and then we will go from there. We'll have to, as I said, we'll have to tear down this particular apartment building so that we can put a passage between our domes. Not too bad a problem. I mean, it's not a great problem, but it's not too bad a problem. Our security station is still waiting on people, and the planetary anomaly is analyzed. We've gained 35 rare metals. Woo! We could actually send those back to Earth and make $750 million. Huh. Alright, let's see. Our rare metal storage is done, so we can actually put this transport on a transport route and have her load there. Rare metals and unload there. There we go. And now what I want to do is find an empty transport. Where is an empty transport? There we go. And we're going to have her load all the food and bring it to there. There we go. So this is going to help us clean up a lot of this area, make it a little more usable. We won't have all these in the way. And quite honestly, if I can start moving things away from this area so that I can get my city more centralized, I will be much, much happier. I can actually build a prettier city than I've got going right now. When you think about it, starting out a colony on something like Mars, it's going to be messy. It's going to be very, very messy. All right, so what two buildings? A Stirling generator and the security station. And the security station is not working because we don't have any security officers trained yet. Okay, let's see. If we look at our university, it tells us we need... And I love this part. I really, really love this part. It tells us we need 9 officers. So that's going to be so helpful. Being able to just go to this screen and look and say, okay, you need this many of this and this many of this and this many of this is going to be so helpful. It's going to make things so much faster when we are looking for people to come up from Earth, or we are looking for people to actually move into fields, since we do have so many unspecialized people. All right. If we look at our nursery, if we look at our nursery, we only have 2 kids right now. There, and we have 3 in school, so they're going to be learning good things. Not going to have to worry about bad perks or bad flaws, they'll get really nice perks out of that. And let's see. Yes, that's fully staffed. We still need 4 unspecialized for our farm. Gosh. And we're still growing goats at one point. How odd. I thought I had changed all those. All right, so we'll change that to cows. They're almost done on the second run through. So there. I want to look at the cows. The goats are cute, but cows are cuter. Look at them. And they're just wandering around, meandering around Mars. Oh, I wonder. Yes. Yes, look. It's a dog. It's a rabbit. We have animals running around on Mars now. Wonderful. Someone's best friend. What a pretty dog, too. And a rabbit. And a pony. Now, here is my question. If you were living on Mars, would you take a pony and just let it wander the streets by itself? I actually do love this DLC. The DLC for this is just so great. There's some turtles. And somewhere I'm sure we should run into like some penguins and things like that. All right, right now though, we have a ship ready to land. Discovery is ready to come back down with her passengers. And since she is... I'm trying to get turned around. I'm just going to land her over there on that particular landing pad. I almost bought the DLC for this game. You're a bad influence. Mini Flames, we have a friend that we have known since 2007. And he watched me play this one day, not too long ago. And the base game was free on Steam. So he went and he got the base game. And he called us up later that night and he said, I went and bought all the DLC for it too. And I was like, okay. He said, I really don't like you right now because I spent all that money and now all I can do is play this game. And I was like, well, it's a good game. What can I say? It's one of those games. It really is. It's one of those games that, one of the few games that I've ever gotten the base game for free, and I have bought every bit of the DLC for. And the Interstellar Gamer, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. That free game got expensive very quickly. I did not realize how much I had spent on it till I actually sat down and calculated it out when my friend asked, do you know how much I spent on this? I was like, no. So, yeah, it's such a fun game. I love city builders to begin with. I really do. And I was actually very surprised how much I enjoyed this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's moving all our food over and it's stacking it nice and neat, and all our rare metals. So, yeah, we are actually getting a little bit ahead now, and that's going to be really, really great. So, let's see. How's our dome coming? It's built. Yay. So the first thing we're going to do, because we have to move those people, we are going to go inside and we are going to build an apartment complex. And then we will tear down this particular apartment complex and build a tunnel through. I totally agree with you. I think that this game is one of the best city builders I've played. Paradox does a phenomenal job with their city builders. The first one I ever played by them was City Skylines, and I absolutely loved the game. It reminded me a little bit of SimCity, but better. And that says a lot because I am a very big Sims fan. And what am I looking for? Oh, dome serve housing. There we go. Apartment complexes. And we're going to build this particular apartment complex. We're going to build a couple of them so that we are prepared for the future. And there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3. And we'll just turn this one a little bit differently. There we go. So now that those are being built, we'll then be able to move people over. And yeah, the first, like I said, the first Paradox interactive game I played was City Skylines, and I loved it. But it got
Sector scan.
it came out at a time when I was really limited in funds, so I couldn't buy all the DLC and everything for that. And so when this came out, it was like, oh my gosh, it's just perfect. Okay, so we have 3 buildings not working, a medical post, a security station, and a Stirling generator. And I bet you I know what's wrong with the Stirling generator. Yep, it needs polymers. All right, polymers suck, to be honest. We need so many of them. I'm going to have to put out another polymers factory, it looks like, which means a lot more engineers, and I have lost where I am. There we go. All right, so while we're looking at this, oh, we have really gotten behind on lining up sectors to be scanned. 7, 8, 9. There we go. So that's got that all done. And let's go ahead. Look at all the anomalies that we have not bothered to explore yet. And we're going to go ahead and set them up to be scanned. And that's 1 and 2. And is that's a research point? Nope, that's an anomaly. 3. And are there any more? Yes, that one right there. So there. So that's got all our anomalies set up to be scanned that we can scan at the moment. Let's scroll down again and get back to our domes and see how we are doing here. All right. Ooh, that is a good sector. That one has 2,036 units of concrete, 864 units of metals, 346 units of rare metals. Not bad at all. That's going to help us out a lot when it comes time to get our electronics factory up and running. So here we go, and that's something I want to put out since this dome is going to be a lot of that. Oh, our recon center actually goes in the dome. How about that? Generates recon, which leads to detection of asteroids. We can visit in various small discoveries, and it requires 9 workers, 3 per shift. And where does that go? Okay. Oh, it's an outside building. Okay. So, yeah, we can actually stick it anywhere. So I'll get back to that one in a minute. Right now, I want to go to our prefabs, our production prefabs, and let's grab our electronics factory and our machine parts factory and get them in so that they can get producing too. And there's the electronics factory. And there's our machine parts factory. I'm going to stick it over here on this side. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I am not. I want to delete that from there because I do want to be able to put our tunnel there. Forgot about that for a moment. All right, so we will put our machine parts factory over here in this corner. And then I want to do one thing really different. We have not researched farms yet, and I don't want to put any indoor ranches. I want all the ranches to be outdoors, not because I don't want the people to interact with the cows and the ostriches and all that, but simply because I think in the long run it will be better. However, I do need to put out a few more moisture vaporators, and we're going to just stick them out this way. And I'm going to have to grab another Moxie, so that we are making plenty of oxygen. We haven't researched the large tanks yet. We've got to get to that point. With all the moisture vaporators we have, it makes sense to put them out. And let's go ahead. Can we put that one in that area? Probably not. Not with all those rocks. I need to get some drones out there to clean that up. So let's go ahead and we'll stick this moisture vaporator out. Oh dear. There we go. We'll stick this moisture vaporator out this way so that it is
Breakthrough discovered.
more in that general direction. And we have discovered a breakthrough. Hive mind. Yes. And let's take a look at that. Hive mind. Residents in the arcology get a bonus to work performance based on the number of unique perks and specializations of colonists living in the arcology. The tools that a society uses to create and maintain itself are as central to human life as a hive is to bee life. Though the hive is not part of any individual bee, it is part of the colony, both shaped by and shaping the lives of its inhabitants. Clay Shirky. I really want to look up some of these people because really what they had to say is amazing. Okay, so that gives us that. Now we can go over and let's go ahead and salvage this particular. I hate doing this. God, I hate doing this. We're destroying the building. Oh, dear God. My poor people are homeless. Oh, what I have done to them. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, people. I will make it up to you shortly. And Discovery should be on her way back. Should be back. Let's take a look at her while that is finishing up. Okay, Discovery is fueled and ready for takeoff. So she can go to another anomaly. So goal completed, reward 30 engineering applicants. Yay, okay. Let's go ahead and look at anomalies that Discovery can go to. Select a point of interest. There don't really seem to be any at the moment. Project Castile. We don't have the officers yet. And I thought Europe was going there anyway. I guess they decided against it. Now, we could do a high-speed comm satellite. I think we have the resources for that. Let's go ahead and do that one. There we go. And we'll see as she loads what we need. So why are you not loading up the resources? Discovery, my dear ship, you are supposed to be loading resources. Ah, that's what I forgot to do. Ha, there. Okay. So now Discovery is going to load up her resources and she will go do that high-speed comm satellite. So we have built a machine parts factory, a polymer factory, and an electronics factory and received 30 more engineering applicants. Yay. Lovely. All right, so we'll close that. We have 5 buildings not working. What's not working? Oh, I guess it would help if I put down power and pipelines, wouldn't it? All right, so we'll start here. Take power out there and to there. I'm trying to avoid this particular underground metals site. It's going to be hard enough once we get that all done, all researched to get those metals out. And that's 1,000 metals right there. Very high grade, too. So those are going to be great. And let's go ahead and run some pipelines.
Food shortage.
We have a food shortage? No! How the heck do I have a food shortage? All right, let me do this real fast, and then I will go look and see why I have a food shortage with all the food that I have available. There. Okay. Alcinor ate all the pies. Pretty much, you know, I have to be very careful with that. He has a very bad habit of doing that. Why do we have, with all this food, why do we have a food shortage? Starvation, new message. Constant supply of fresh nutrients is vital to the survival of the colony. The colonists can go for some time before they suffer more adverse effects from the lack of food, but if you don't feed them soon, they will die. Hint, colonists with the starving status effect have no access to food. Deliver food from Earth or produce it by farming to supply the starving. All right, that makes no sense. Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense now. Okay, now I understand why our colonists are starving. Because I got sidetracked and didn't put down dumb services. So they need, in this particular spot, a grocer. Where's my grocers? There's my grocers. And we are going to put a grocer next to the machine parts factory. I do need to put my tunnel down. Let's go ahead and do that next. And here we go. That's under domes. Here's my passage from that tunnel to this tunnel, and we get to do a little bit of work. There we go. So now they can actually go eat somewhere else as well. Important questions. Yes. Alcinor loves like pumpkin pie and pecan pie. And pecan pie, if you've never had it, is a very sweet custard pie just filled with wonderful nut halves. He also, I've made a walnut pie in the past that is to die for. Absolutely wonderful. And I have to watch him with them because if I don't, I will turn around and the pies will be gone. Scotch pie is not the same thing, Alcinor. That's a meat pie. That's okay for you to eat. You just are not supposed to have a lot of sugar, and you know it. Okay, anomaly analyzed. Let's view the message.
Explorer had found buried treasure the way our scientists were reacting. It was a sulfur-rich regolith.
The Explorer vehicle gathered various soil samples from far and wide around the anomaly site and fed us the data. For hours, the telemetry was filled with the buzzing chatter as the scientists at Mission Control discussed the implications of the element and made inventive plans about the future. The time of the expedition was limited, and we urged them to make a final decision. So we can concentrate our effort on gathering as many samples as possible, which gives us 1,000 research points, or focus on geochemical analysis of the most sulfide-rich samples. Reduces the cost of engineering techs by 10%. I'm going to take the the decrease in the engineering techs. Pie? What pie? I didn't see any pies. To me, pie equals meat pie. Many Flames, I have found some of the absolute best recipes for Scotch pie and for steak pies and for a chicken and mushroom pie that I really, really want to make. But I have people who don't like mushrooms. So it's kind of like that one's got to wait for them to be out of the house to make. So, yeah, but oh my God, they are to die for. Okay, so what do we have going on here? We need engineers. Oh, goodness. We need, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 36 engineers for the, or 36 people for the, where did all our people go for the TV station? Oh, no, we can't produce TV shows. And let's see. These are supposed to be engineers. So that's an engineer, and we have people not working. And in the electronics factory, no, you are supposed to be engineers. There. So now let's take a look at our college, and we do have research complete. Soil adaptation. Okay, so these people should not be starving anymore. Let's go ahead and open there. There we go. Food is now being supplied, so they will not be starving. Ha. All right. We're still waiting on our tunnel to be built, which is doing. And let's take a look. We now need 1 botanist, 15 engineers, 2 geologists, 2 medics, 4 scientists, and 9 officers. And we're going to need to put officers in all our buildings, in all our domes, unfortunately. So let's go ahead down in this dome and stick a dome services there. We're going to stick a security tower in this particular dome. And then we will stick one in this dome, and then we are going to do some real research real fast. We are going to put a farm out if we have gotten our farms researched. I know they're in the list. And we're just going to stick this particular one off the beaten path a little bit. I want to be able to put some parks and things back there. So we're going to just stick that one there. And let's take a look. Curiosity is still waiting to go to an asteroid. Discovery is still loading, so. And we just gained another 1,000 research points. Soil adaptation is done, so we can actually put a farm out. And let's go ahead and research hive mind. I want to get the arcology done so that we can actually put in an arcology tower spire. That will help us out a lot too. And rover printing. There's so much to do. So many things left to research. You know what though? We're going to take emergency training out right now. I want to get the micro G mining done, and I'm going to move it up the list simply because once we do go to the next asteroid, we're going to want to be able to do that mining, that deep mining quickly, which is the whole reason we're holding on to Discovery like that. Why she's not going back to Earth. All right. Now, over here, we are going to put our first farm out. I don't usually put farms in domes with factories, but I really want to give them a little bit of greenery in this particular dome. And I do need to look at our research because we are going to need to put in water reclamation soon. We still have 1 small space bar, 1 security station, 1 small grocer, and 1 Stirling generator not working. We need more people. This is going to be bad. We don't even have a space bar in this dome yet. So, one of the things we are going to need to do, let's go ahead and go to Earth. Wait a minute, let me look at something. Yes, we have plenty of space. 24, that one is pretty full. 24. So we have space for 48 people in that particular dome. let's go ahead and go to our supply rockets. And we're going to bring up some of those people we need. All right. And most of what we're going to bring up this time. What am I in? Oh, specialization is what I want. What we are going to bring up this time is going to be people with no specialization. And we're just going to bring up 3 rockets full of people with no specialization. We have plenty of capacity for that with the TV station and the non-specialized things that we're putting out, the grocery store, and we've still got to put out a space bar, and I want to put out a diner in this particular dome. We've got plenty of people being taught in college. I do need to put out an infirmary. I do need to do that. So I do need to get some medics at least. That is just going to be the one specialty that I am actually going to bring up on its own. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to get just a shipload of unspecialized people. And the only thing we're going to look at is going to be their perks. If they have anything that is not going to help us, we're not going to bring them up. All right, so we're not going to bring up any melancholic people because we do not want to have to deal with a heavy demand making them have a low morale. All right, and yes, and yeah, so that's them, and we need 2 more. All right, we'll take her and no, and yeah. We're getting a lot of vegans, I've noticed. And that's fine. That really is. I have nothing against vegans. It just means I have to be careful where I actually put the ranches, which is why I'm saying to myself, no inside ranches. Easier to have them outside and not have to deal with the people getting very upset over the fact that they're living next to big farm animals. Okay. So we've got that ship coming up. Let's go ahead and take a look at our farm now that it's built. Oh, it's still in construction. Okay, so there. We do need security. I do need to put that on my list of people that we need. And so, yeah, our security station's that 1 Sterling generator. And I do need to put out another Moxie. That was the other thing I needed to do. And this one is not working because it needs polymers, of course. And there goes a little drone to fix it. Oh no, that's going to pick up concrete. All right, so let me find some polymers that are just lying around somewhere. Nope, none over there. Okay. Let's see how we are doing over this direction. I do have some here, not enough. I definitely need more engineers. I need a lot more engineers, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's going to be the big one. We definitely need more engineers. The machine parts factory, fortunately, does not need as many as the electronics factory. So we really need more. We really need that arcology tower because that's going to allow us a huge amount of people in a small space. So let's look at our research and see, do we even have the option for it? Utility crops, microgravity medicine, and nope. We don't even have the option for it yet. We're going to have to get into some biotech research so that we can actually get that done. In the meantime, I'm just going to have to put up another couple of apartment buildings, and then just adjust them by tearing them down as we need to. So homes, let's go ahead and we will put up, let's throw up 2 more. And there's one, and that was actually not quite in the spot I wanted it to go. That was an apartment building, wasn't it? Yes. All right, so let's do this. And delete that. Now I can put them where I want them to be. All right, so that one and that one, and that still leaves a whole corner that we can put something else in. And now we need to put out our basic stuff. I love mushrooms. I absolutely love mushrooms. I didn't when I was growing up. It was really funny because my mom would make spaghetti sauce with mushrooms, and my dad would take all mine because I wouldn't eat them. And it just as I grew up, my tastes changed and I came to love them. All right, and for Elsinore, here you go. The one and only spacebar. Haha. All right. So this is pretty much where we are going to be staying for the night. We do have 2 things going on: an anomaly analyzed, and I want to look first at our farm, which does not have a lot of things. It's growing wheat right now. We're going to set it to grow soybeans next, and then potatoes. There we go. So that's got our farm set up to go. Let's see. Oh, an anomaly was scanned by arrival. Europe has scanned a planetary anomaly. And let's see, is there a message? No. All right, and we have an anomaly analyzed.
Found some useful material in the debris from a small meteorite.
After minimal processing, the resources can be transported and put to good use for the benefit of the colony. Effect, we discovered 3 rare metals at the anomaly site. Every little bit helps. So there, that takes care of that one. Europe got the one with the security officers, and we have buildings that need people. Okay, so this is actually a good place to stop for the week. We will not be playing Surviving Mars next week because New World comes out on Tuesday, and all next week I am going to be playing New World. So, yeah, we're going to stop with this for this week. I will be back again at 8 o'clock tonight for Farming Simulator 19. And then I will be back on Sunday with probably Wander Song at 1 o'clock. And then Farming Simulator 19 at 8 o'clock Sunday night. Monday night will be our first Monday night stream. We will be doing Patron. Normally we will do Patron on Tuesday nights, but Tuesday is when New World drops. And so we will be playing New World from Tuesday to the following Monday. And then that will be played every Monday night. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, please be sure to follow and come back and see us again. I'd like to see you here at 8 o'clock tonight to watch us with Farming Simulator 19. Otherwise, if not, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye for now.